Hello everyone, welcome to Yuvasun Gravity's YouTube channel. My name is Novan, I am your narrator for today, and I will be going to talk about Estonia e-governance. First of all, Estonia is a European country. Estonia's 2020 population is estimated at 1,326,535 people in mid-year, according to UN data. As for the life expectancy, female lives average around 83.1 years, and for male, they live average 75 years. Hence, in Estonia, female lives longer than men. Next up, these are the statistics of life expectancy and population in Estonia from the year 1955 to the year 2020. In my opinion, I do think that females are stronger than male in Estonia. Next, we are going to talk about Estonia demographics. Tallinn is the largest city and capital with almost 395,000 people. The next largest city is Tartu with 97,000 people. From the population, we can understand it is a small country with less population. Estonians are Finnish people who speak Estonian, which is closely related to Finnish. Finnish is a Uralic language spoken by the majority of the population in Finland and also by ethnic Finns outside Finland. The ethnic breakdown is currently 69% Estonian, 25% Russian, 2% Ukrainian, 1% Belarusians, 0.8% Finns, and 1.6% others. Therefore, they speak the majority language. Before World War II, ethnic Estonians made up 88% of the total population. At that time, Germans, Russians, Swedes, Jews, Latvians, Poles, Finns, and Immigrants were the largest minority groups. Between 1945 and 1989, the percentage of ethnic Estonians in the country dropped to 61%. This is due to a Soviet program. It is a Russian empire to promote the immigration workers from Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and Stalin. After the independence, large-scale emigration of ethnic Russians occurred, and ethnic Estonians in the country increased to 69%. Today, Estonia is an ethnically heterogeneous country. The country is now having 99% Estonians. 13 out of the country's 15 countries are more than 80% ethnic Estonian. Kersti Kaljulaid, the first female president. She is currently leading the Republic of Estonia. She is known as the champion of the digital revolution. She was elected in October 2016 and became the first woman and youngest person ever to grab the president title. But the digital country was started by the former president, Thomas Hendrik Ilves. He started to build the country towards a digital country. Thomas Ilves, the digital father of Estonia, who has been globally recognized for making Estonia one of the most digitally advanced nations in the world. His achievements are digital governance, government e-services, e-voting, e-banking, and e-healthcare. Estonia mainly focuses on education. They launched Tiger Leap initiative, which is to establish computer skills as a priority in schools and free public transportation. The most amazing part is that Estonia is the first paperless government in the world. Skype software is from Estonia. Swedish technology founded it in 2003. Estonian software developers, investor, and entrepreneur Niklas Zentrom and Danish Janus Friis founded. However, Microsoft bought Skype in 2011. 44% of employees from Skype are based in Tallinn and Tartu. Tallinn has been labelled the Silicon Valley of Europe because they have the highest number of tech startups. According to UNESCO, Estonia has 99.8% of adult literacy rate, can read and write. Latvia and North Korea being higher in literacy rate. The government gives good compliments to their citizens. Public transport is completely free for all residents in Tallinn. showing their electronic ID card, and they can access to all public transport for free. Estonia is a pioneer and the first country in digital initiatives. The Estonian government initiated artificial intelligence strategy in Estonian public sector. In Estonia, citizens are always the owners of their own data. According to the Index Venture 2018, Estonia ranks number 1 in startup friendliness. Estonia comes with 4 major companies with valuations of over 1 billion, 987 startups, and 5.9% of the total number of employees are in the ICT sector. Estonian major companies are Skype, TransferWise, Taxify, and Playtech. The challenge for Estonia was to build a fully functioning country from scratch. The creation of e-Estonia has led the Baltic nation to a society with more transparency, trust, and efficiency. In 1994, the first draft of Principles of Estonian Information Policy was created. The strategic outline for IT development was established that information technology is essential to solve the challenges faced by the society due to unstable politics. The policy allocated 1% of the GDP as stable state funding for IT. GDP per capita in 2019 is USD 20,741.9. In 1996, the Tiger-led countrywide IT infrastructure development initiative was launched. The challenge was to update local IT infrastructure and establish computer skills as a priority in schools. As a result, 90% of the population uses the internet regularly today, and Estonia ranks first in the Digital Development Index. In 1996, Estonian private banks developed the first online banking solutions. But the problem is the low population density because of the high cost for a nationwide network of banks. Today, the early development of high-quality e-banking services encourage people to get online, to support government e-solutions, and to use e-ID. In the year 2000, the database and the scheduler for streaming governmental decision-making processes were introduced. This is to reduce paperwork and making e-solutions part of decision-making. This resulted in the average length of cabinet meetings of the Estonian government being cut from 4 to 5 hours to as little as 30 minutes. In the same year 2000, Estonia created the online tax declaration. The challenge was to maximize the state tax revenue to support the growing needs of the developing society. Now, declaring taxes online takes about 3 minutes, and 98% of the population in Estonia declare their income electronically. Wow factors in all digital innovations. This goes to the same for M-parking as in year 2000, when a system that enabled drivers to pay for city parking via mobile phone was created. The innovative M-parking system was intended to manage growing traffic in urban areas, creating a modern low-cost parking infrastructure. Today, 90% of parking fees are paid via mobile phones. Estonia's M-parking solution has been adopted in other countries around the world. However, in Malaysia, we still use parking coupons, but some areas develop e-parking pay systems. In the year 2001, Estonia developed a distributed data exchange layer for registers and information systems. The challenges are data exchange costs and public data leaks from existing unsecure databases. But with hard work and dedication, the X-Road has become the backbone of e-Estonia, allowing the nation's public and private sector information system to link up. Today, 99% of all public services in Estonia are accessible online 24/7. In 2002, the next step was to create a digital identification system based on the identification card. This would allow citizens to securely identify residents using public and private e-services. Estonian residents using Smart ID have increased from 140,276 in 2017 to 463,559 in 2019. The electronic ID is used to access 99% of state services and 2,773 services that can be used via X-Road. Digital signatures save 2% of GDP annually. After 3 years, in 2005, Estonia became the first country in the world to adopt online voting in order to maximize accessibility to local and general elections. The challenge was to overcome unstable political issues, establishing IT as essential to solving the challenges society was facing. Today, 1/3 of the votes in parliamentary elections are cast online. Votes are cast from over 110 countries. Estonians outside the country are also able to open the page at the same time. In 2007, to enhance IT security, the challenge came after Estonia was hit by the largest organized cyber attack against a single country in April 2007. International cooperation was needed in order to contain this new threat. As a result of the nation's cybersecurity efforts, Estonia has become one of the leading nations in cybersecurity. Both the NATO Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence and the EU IT Agency are located in Tallinn. Pioneer of blockchain technology. In 2008, Estonian cryptographers developed the scalable blockchain technology KSI, which is known as Keyless Signature Infrastructure. This is to reduce the threats of insider data manipulation in Estonia's registries. This development was created following the cyber attacks in 2007. Several government registries are backed by the KSI blockchain. With KSI blockchain deployed in Estonian government networks, history cannot be rewritten by anybody, and the authenticity of the electronic data can be mathematically proven. It means that no one, not hackers, not system administrators, and not government itself, can manipulate the data and get away with that. In the same year 2008, Estonia created a nationwide system integrating data from the country's healthcare providers. This is to improve the quality and efficiency of healthcare provided under public health insurance. The Electronic Health Record (EHR) has created a complete profile of each patient in order to reduce paperwork. In 2010, Estonia created a centralized paperless system for issuing and handling medical prescriptions. The e-prescription system aimed at minimizing paperwork for prescribing and dispensing medical drugs. Today, 99% of medical prescriptions in Estonia are handled online. Routine refills can be issued without appointments. In the year 2013, the result was a better understanding of the public's needs and a clear definition of goals and principles for the development of e-services. E-state is to assure its sustainability and future development. Year 2014, Estonia created a one-stop online services for drivers and owners of vehicles. The service was created for simplifying and reducing the cost of the road administration service provision. Today, the e-portal provides services 6 times faster, 20% cheaper, and increased transparency. 2014 was the year Estonia created the world's first borderless digital society for any global citizen to join. The e-residency was a way of finding new and innovative paths for attracting international businesses and talent to Estonia. The e-residency is the first digital nation for global citizens. The number of e-residents and their businesses is steadily increasing. First of all, be location independent. Start a company 100% online from anywhere in the world. Travel and operate your business remotely. Move abroad without the need to re-establish your company. Second, start an EU company. Register an EU-based company entirely online. Accept online payments through providers like PayPal. Own your company without the need to appoint a local director. Next, grow your business remotely. Sign, authenticate, encrypt, and send documents digitally. Declare your business taxes online. Access EU single market and cross-border capital. Last, join a global community. In the year 2015, Estonia created the world's first data embassy outside its borders. This is to assure the digital continuity of Estonia and its statehood in worst-case scenarios such as critical system failures or external threats. Estonia is the first country in the cloud. The country's critical databases and services are backed up in a high-security data center in Luxembourg. Year 2017, founded by Estonia and Finland, the NIIS is a pioneer of cross-border e-governance solutions with the intent of providing better content and services for the public. It's a non-profit association. This marked the year of the creation of the Nordic Institute for Interoperability Solutions (NIIS), which ensures the development and strategic management of X-Road and other e-government solutions. This is also to ensure the interoperability of e-governance solutions and platforms both nationally and internationally. In 2018, the first seamless service went live. The challenge for Estonia was to reduce bureaucracy and human resources to manage essential routine state services. Seamless services are proactive government services that react to live events requiring minimal bureaucracy. Seamless services provide a more natural relationship with the state. In 2019, the Estonian government outlined the current and future usage of artificial intelligence (AI) in government and private services. The main challenge was to create the legal and strategic framework for accelerating AI development and making Estonia a trailblazer in this emerging field. The creation of the AI strategy resulted in a detailed strategic plan for promoting the implementation of AI solutions in the public and private sectors. As a result, Estonia wears the crown as the world's most advanced digital society today. We have come to an end. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned to our social media for more updates.